Hey guys! So today I am very excited because I get to film a video that is something that I've wanted to do since I was maybe like 8 or 9. I'm filming a school supplies haul. Every time I go back to school shopping, I always think like to myself that I'm doing a haul. Obviously I wasn't because I didn't have a camera or a YouTube channel, but now I do, which means I get to film a school supplies haul. I'm a bit of a stationery addict. Not addict, but I love it. And I've loved it for a long time. So this video is it's very exciting because it's my first school supplies haul, but also I'm in year 12, which is my last year of school, which means it is also my last school supplies haul. Oh, except for uni. Do you need school supplies to do like an acting course? I don't know. I can't guarantee that there will be a school supplies haul after this year. So welcome to my first and last school supplies haul, everybody. So I figured I should let you know what I'm doing with school. Like subjects. That took a while to get out of my mouth. So obviously, as I've said, I'm in year 12, which means I'm doing my HSC this year. Really fun. Can't wait. And the subjects that I'm doing for my HSC are modern history, advanced English, biology, and business studies. I'm only doing 4, but I am still getting my ATAR because I did do my drama HSC last year. Actually, my actual ATAR for that's meant to come out soon. I don't know if I want it though. But I did do drama a year early, so all in all, I will have 10 units, hence you know, can get an ATAR. But this year I'm only doing 4, which means I have a lot of free time. Love life. So look, I do have a lot of stuff that I am reusing from last year. Like when I went to Officeworks this year, it was like half the amount that I'd usually spend just because I am reusing so much. The reason I am reusing so much is because, look, none of it ran out. I think that's due to the fact that I spent 1/3 of last year doing online school, but in doing that, obviously, I didn't use as much ink in my pens. I didn't use as much paper, even though I did buy quite a lot of paper last year. But a lot of the stuff that would usually run out over the course of the year hasn't. So I did keep a lot, but I did have to repurchase some stuff. I went ahead and repurchased things that like had run out or were like just too dirty beyond belief that I have to get another one, or that are almost gonna run out. I figured I should just probably pick those up, save me the time of having to go back. I'll also assume everything is from Officeworks unless I tell you otherwise. So I figured I should start with my bag. This is my bag. It is from Urban Outfitters. Fun story, we don't have Urban Outfitters in Australia, but we do have an Urban Outfitters website. And so I was like, oh, they must, I don't know, at least have some stock in Australia. And I found this bag and I was like, oh yeah, let's use that. I ordered it at the beginning of the school holidays and it came the day before school started. But it is here and it's worked really well. I even think if I used it for the whole year last year, it would probably still hold up. And I figured I'm not gonna get a new school bag if this one's doing just fine. It does need a wash. And it is going a little bit brown, I think, from like sun damage maybe or something. I don't know. I like it a lot because it's got a big pocket at the front, and then it's got its actual like pocket, the actual contents of the bag, and then it's got 3 pockets inside here, so it's nice. I don't know how you'd carry any books in there though. Like we don't carry books in our school bag. I'll get to that in a second, but yeah, I just don't know how you'd go doing that. But for what I need it for, it works very well. From that, I have this laptop bag. It is from Typo last year. Don't know if they still sell it. Haven't checked, sorry. It's just looks kind of like a puffer jacket. It's just plain black. It's nice and puffy, so it keeps my laptop safe, and it does have a pocket in the front, which I don't think I've ever used in my entire life. So also my pencil case. This is my pencil case. Should probably zip it up. This is my pencil case. It is from Officeworks. It's just a nice little green. It's silicone. And look, everyone loves it because it folds out into a little tray, which is so weird. I've never used it for that function in my life. I just like the size of it. It was like nice and small and easy to fit into my bag. It does get a little bit annoying when it gets like stuck or starts folding out, but all in all, it's nice. I got it last year and I'm using it again. This is the first pencil case that has lasted me 2 years in a row without getting absolutely disgusting. Like the pencil cases, it's either the zipper breaks or they just get so gross, and I think it's because it's like made of silicone. It's not like retaining dirt from the fabric, and it should last me another year. So now that I've got all of the, I guess, carrying things out of the bags, they're all considered bags of some sort. Now that I've got all the bags out of the way, let's get into my binder stuff. So at my school, the most common thing for people to carry their books and stuff in is a binder. And essentially we all just like walk around with our binders out like this, like Hermione Granger. We don't really have lockers at my school, but it is also very convenient because then I don't have to worry about putting it in my bag. Last year I got a big, I don't know how big it is. Like it was double this size. Like it was the thickest, it was like a regular thick binder, but I found that it was just super bulky, but also I needed a bigger binder last year because I had 2 maths books inside of it. I did drop maths. Best decision I ever made. So now that I just have a lot of papers in there, I figured I'm just gonna go with the is this 1 inch? 25 millimeters. We use the metric system in Australia. I did go for plain white this year. I feel like I'm growing up and I'm losing my interest in having big, bright, beautiful colored things all the time. Last year I got like a mint green binder. You'll see a reoccurring pattern that I do quite like mint green. But this year I just went with white. However, I'm probably gonna, maybe if it works, put a collage down the spine, I think. Just because every man and his dog owns this binder. And so if we all have it, I figured like I would rather be able to find mine, you know? And I feel like that's still like subtle enough. Like I'll live. I just don't know if it's gonna work because I did try shoving a bit of paper down the spine, and I just, you know what, we'll see. Going along with the binder, I did pick up some dividers. Now, as I said before, I am taking 4 subjects, which means I only needed 5 dividers. I keep all my loose leaf paper in 1 divider. I don't use books. I just divide it and then use loose leaf paper. So it is kind of like I have 4 workbooks in my binder, but they're just not bound. I like it that way. Now, I do color code my subjects. I'm very pedantic about that kind of stuff. And so last year I was like, oh easy, I'll color code my subjects based on like the 6 highlighters you get in the highlighter pack, like those colors. I found a thing of white dividers and I colored them in with highlighters to make them the color of that subject, because no one makes like 7 dividers, I think I got that year, in like pretty colors. It's just not a thing that exists. But now that I only take 4 subjects, I have a lot more options and I've got 5 dividers. Now the thing is that I had to find one that had the correct colors in the correct order, because I'm very particular about that stuff. The problem I was finding with a lot of them is they had purple at the front and then the colors I needed were like in the back, but I prefer my paper at the back. So I needed the colors that my subjects are to be at the front. But then I did find these ones that were in the correct order online. So then when I went to Officeworks, I went looking for them in the little divider section and I could not find them. And I was looking and looking and looking, and then I realized that these also come in clear and they had 2 things of the clear. So something in my head went, Regan, they're behind the clear. Go digging, go digging. So I'm there digging in Officeworks through the divider section trying to find these ones. They were there. Did I ruin their divider display? No? Maybe a little. Look, just stack your shelves the right way. It's not that hard, Officeworks. But I did find them and I'm now happy. Oh, also they're plastic. I don't like paper dividers because they like rip and then and I'm like, no. This is from last year. It's just a 2-hole punch binder thing that goes in your binder. No, okay, let me rephrase that. It is a 2-hole punch that you can insert into your binder in the little holes here, just so that you can hole punch your stuff at school. Literally everyone in my school has this. But they did come out with a mint one, so that was very nice. Obviously it's not broken or anything, so I decided let's not get a new one. I did clean it off a little though because it was a little bit dirty, but that's okay. Then in this little folder I have just like a crap ton of paper. Now I bought I think 400 sheets of paper last year. I got 2 packs of 200 because I don't know, I just figured I'd use a lot of paper. I don't know how much I have here. I reckon it's about 200. I reckon I went through half last year and half this year. So I reckon this will be enough to last me the whole year. I didn't buy any more because obviously I didn't need it. But like, it's just paper. It's got the, what's it called? Reinforcement so that it doesn't break, even though some of my paper has broken. And so that's what I use to write all my notes on, and then I'll stick that in the dividers and they become my notebooks. I do also have a binder system where I put all of my papers once I'm done with them in class. That's why my binder is so small. I don't just have 5 papers for the entire year. But I sorted that out last year and it stayed the same for this year because you do take your same subjects from year 11 into year 12. I don't know if I've said that already this video, but you do. So do with that what you will. Now let's move on to pens. So let me start with the things that I kept from last year. So I just have this pencil, mechanical pencil. It is very dirty because I think this one's almost 4 years old. I don't really use pencils that much. I did use them a bit in maths, obviously I dropped that. Biology though is where I use this now the most. It came with a pack of lead and I'm still using that pack of lead today, so yeah, it was a good investment. But obviously I do need a pencil occasionally, so I've got that. Then I've got this highlighter. It used to have a label on it, but it's kind of scratched off. Now this highlighter I got last year, but they don't sell this highlighter anywhere near me, so I ordered it online and it came in a massive, no, not a massive box, but like a decent sized box for just this. Don't ask why. However, it was a lot of struggle to go through for one highlighter, and I am concerned that it's running out, but I'm just gonna pretend it's not. Hope that it'll get me through the rest of this year, because I don't want to do that again. I have found an Officeworks where they sell singular pastel highlighters, though that was my big issue, is that they just didn't. Obviously not this one, but they do sell other ones, so I'm just gonna think I'm gonna have to cave in. And then let's go into the stuff I bought new for this year. Now, all my pens did run out, so I did just get a pack of 3. These are my favorite pens. I use them every year. What are they? Bic Soft Feel. I don't even know what they're called. I just look for the package and there they are. I only got 3 because that seems to last me the whole year, and the one that I had in my pencil case does still have a bit of ink in it, but it wouldn't last me for that long. So then I got a new 4 clicker pen. I usually get this every year. I did have one from last year that had ink in it, but it was like shiny and the metallic paint was chipping off everywhere, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like, it was so crusty and I just didn't want it anymore. So I got this one instead. It is mint green, like everything in my life. I used to use them in maths because I used to color code my notes in maths, but if I need like a red or a blue pen for any reason. This is also my pen I give to people who ask me if I have a pen, because I am that girl who has all the stationery and everyone asks me for it, but that's okay. Or I pretend I just don't have any, but if it's someone that I mildly like I'll give it to them. Then I'm very excited about these. I got some pastel highlighters, the ones that are erasable. Now, you're probably thinking, Regan, why did you get those? You have a highlighter. Well, these are specifically for annotating in my books that I have to study for English. I do have a pack of pastel highlighters already, but they're the ones that bleed through a lot. And if I'm like highlighting in little book pages, like I don't know how that's gonna go down. So I read that these were like they don't bleed as much, but also they're erasable, so I feel like if I stuff up really bad, I can just like get rid of it. I tried one out in the shop. They look good, so I got them, and then I can color code by theme or I don't know, something else. I feel like they'll be good for that. So those are all the writing utensils and pens and stuff that I've got. We're now moving on to the miscellaneous category. This is just all the other stuff that I have. Starting off first with my scientific calculator that I've had since year 7. It still works, and it's got a little squiggle in it. I don't know how it got that, but it's just so old. Like, I don't use this as much anymore. I only use it for biology occasionally. Obviously, I did take maths, so I do still just keep this in my bag just in case. Next, I got this 3-pack of mini whiteout. I do actually have one left over from last year, but it's half done, and I figured I might as well just get another one. I was never a whiteout person until this year because I realized how valuable it is. I don't know if the whiteouts I had before were just really bad, but these ones are good, so I'll keep them. And also because they're really small, they fit nicely in my teeny tiny pencil case. My mum also uses these, so we just share. I used to not like bringing whiteout to school because I thought everyone was going to borrow it, but I don't know what happened in year 11, but everyone decided to let me get my own whiteout this year, and my whiteout has not been borrowed since. Hopefully people keep that up this year. Then I've just got a pair of scissors that I don't see any purpose to bringing to school. Like, I might not anymore just because no one ever needs them. Oh, actually they have come in handy a few times, but maybe I won't keep them in my pencil case, more just like in my bag, because I swear they don't get used for like work as much as they do when somebody has like a poster that they need to cut out stuff for, or if someone's got like a snack that they can't open, like all that stuff. Then I've got this little rubber thing. It's got a rubber in there, obviously, because I called it a rubber thing, and it like slides up and down. It's very hard doing this in front of to show the camera. Everyone loves playing with it. It does also have a sharpener on the bottom, which I don't need because I have a mechanical pencil, or a pacer. What are they called? Someone tell me. But yeah, it works well. Again, I think that I've had this for 3 years and I don't really use it because I don't use pencil that often. See, it fits together. Another thing I've had for 3 years is this metal ruler. I used to get the plastic ones, but they'd snap every year. So 3 years ago I got a metal one and it seems to work. Also, there's a little conversion table on the back. I never cheated using that, but I really should have. It's got some good stuff on there. I really missed my opportunity, hey? So that's that. And then the last thing, I think, unless I've forgotten anything, are some little post-it note flags. I don't know why I call them flabbies. But again, these are for annotating books because I do have to annotate books for English. There were 2 of these in the store and I picked up the prettier ones because obviously I'm going to pick up the prettier colors. And they align perfectly with the colors of my highlighters. Like that's, obviously I did realize that while we were at the shops, but that's like very nice for me. Like I love that. So then I can use the tabs depending on the different themes in the book. I'm very happy if you couldn't tell. But last year I got the paper ones because they were cheaper, but honestly like those are like crackling, breaking, dying in 1,000 pieces. So like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get plastic ones. And also they're clear at the bottom, which means you can see through them. That's what clear means, Regan. So that is all that I have for my back to school supplies haul this year. I've been holding on to those for so long, not so long, like maybe a couple days to film this video. And now I can finally open everything out of its packaging and organize it. It's like, I'm so excited. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you hadn't already, and I'll see you all next week. Bye everyone.